Today on the Tim Marner podcast show, I've got Mindset Coach Paul Oldham.
Perfect.
Fucking
Ideal.
Perfect. Yeah. Paul, tell me about what you do. Tell other people about what you do.
Yeah, so what I do is I help people become the best version of them through mindset coaching, through mind coaching, help them improve their self-awareness, improve personal development, learn about themselves and empower them as well. Because that's what I believe life's about. You've got to be that best version of you. And when I see people and they're not, and like they diminish or demonise by certain things, they're not dealt with trauma and things like that, I just think bloody hell, you only live once and you're not maximising your potential.
Where's that come from? Where's that sort of drive to be like that come from? From
me?
Your own trauma?
Yeah, from myself, yeah. From when I was younger and stuff, and things that I've dealt with through identity issues, through trauma, through my own passion to be the best version, and my parents as well. My dad's been a big driver for me as well, and that's where it's come from, 100%.
What is that trauma? Have you talked about that before?
No, not openly. No, that's why I was keen to come on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to share that story a little bit. I am obviously to my close friends, but not on a podcast format or on the radio or anything like that.
I think it's important, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's like, that you found your why through that. And I don't, not many people share that sort of like vulnerability or...
No. And that's when we was like connecting and chatting, I was like, I'd love to share the story of the dark. That's why I like your stuff, the darkness into the light. Because people see me now and you're happy 99.9% of the time. I was like, yeah, but I've had to go through a lot internally to get there and work on the darkness to step into the light. And there's obviously always darkness there anyway, isn't there? But yeah, that's why I wanted to be vulnerable on it and share a bit of the darkness to show what light I've got now, That's what it's about.
When did that first start, that darkness?
What would I say with that? So I'd say two big things to get over when I was younger. The first one was the football. I wanted to be a professional football player, and that's all I ever wanted to do. And that was my story, that was my narrative.
That was your identity.
Everything though, 100%, 110%. So all I think about, and then I was lucky enough to have trials for Manchester United, I had trials at other clubs and things like that, and that was my thing. And if that doesn't happen, for whatever reason, it's hard to get over. And obviously you would have seen, wouldn't you, and people would have seen players who've committed suicide and stuff like that from it. There can be demons from that. And I'd like to, and I do now, I help players who have not made it as such, made it as a professional football player. And I want to do a lot more of that, especially with Manchester United Academy and stuff like that. And then the other one was as a huge fear of public speaking that held me back, which I'd get more into, that held me back and held me back for a long period of time. And it took a lot to get over that through people like Rick Moylan, my mentor that I spoke about, and through university and meeting amazing people to help me get over that, to step into my light, which allows me to do seminars and express myself and help people. So I'd say they're two things that have like... So the
United thing, what, you got to a point where it's not for you, this, Paul?
Yeah, it wasn't just Man United, so it just, all I wanted to do was be a pro football player, so that's all I thought about, and all people would call me because I was a good player, so still play now, but I was like the best at school, then best at the town team, and then I got scouted for United, scored in my first game, doing really well, and I got to the end of 6 weeks, and I suffered with plantar fasciitis. You know the plantar fasciitis, the foot, that burning sensation. And I never really got help with it while I was there, and it affected my performance a little bit. And then the scouts pulled me in, and they're like, you're just as good as all the players. And we've seen what the scouts have showed you. I've got his name now, the head scout there, the head coach. And he said, we've just not seen enough of you. And my dad's like, he supports Bolton and they're playing Bolton next week. Do you know what I mean? Can you play him against Bolton? Because I feel like he'll do well, you know what I mean? And he just said, well, we've got kids from Portugal and Brazil coming over and stuff. It's just like a roll in, roll out. But because I believed I was good enough, it haunted me. I reckon it took me till I was 27 to get over it properly.
What sort of, how was it affecting you within your sort of like day-to-day life?
Every day it was in the back of my mind that the story that I wanted to be a professional football player, I didn't have it. It wasn't matching up with my lifestyle, what I was doing, whether it's personal training or whatever it was doing. So that was the darkness that I had to work on, and the trauma I had to think about and do the inner work.
How did you do something like that? Because like people are listening to this and kind of going, "Oh, Paul, just get over yourself, mate," because it's like that's not trauma.
No, but when it's built in, when it's a story that's built in, it's your own trauma, isn't it? You've put on yourself.
Big that, innit? Identity.
Identity, that's what it is. It's identity. Like you put that in there.
Everybody knows who's Paul the footballer. He's going to be successful.
Yeah. And you build it up in your mind. You might not even be good enough at that time, but you build up in your mind of people like, who you're playing for now, you're at Bolton, at United. And that's what it is. I've ended up playing semi-professional and stuff, and I've had a great time. It's been good, but like I say, it took me a long time to get over that. And that's why I like helping players now.
How do you get over something like that? How do you make that shift? What do you do? You change your purpose and focus on a different purpose. Yeah,
you have to think about the story, think about why that was your path at one point, change your purpose, and obviously work with your belief system and rewire your brain, basically. Start to think about it didn't work out for whatever reason, it wasn't meant to be, and so on. Accept and appreciate what did go well. Like the opportunity was amazing. But that academy thing was so strong because I met, like, you meet Beckham, Roy Keane, Alex Ferguson and stuff, and some of your mates who you believe you was good at go and make it and play for England or whatever, don't they? And that's the hard bit. I couldn't watch Sky Sports News or football for a long time after that without it haunting me, you know. And now, like last night, I watched United and I can sit back and appreciate it again, which is good. But yeah, you have to work through it. You have to talk about it. You can. I did a lot of NLP with Jimmy Petruzzi. Don't you know Jimmy?
No.
Neuro-linguistic programming. That helps. Yeah. But yeah, I think like you said, that it's purpose. You have to refigure your purpose and change that narrative. That self-talk.
You've got a much stronger purpose now, haven't you? Than like
it's bigger. It's bigger than that. It's bigger
than you, isn't it?
That's it. It's bigger than that. Yeah. It's way bigger than you. Like the impact I want to make is on a big scale, like worldwide. I want to help people with the power of the mind, the power of the thoughts.
And when did you the football at 27, you think to yourself, right, what am I going to do now? What's my purpose? Where was that epiphany?
Well, back then, when I was at Charlton, I was 14, then I went playing at my school college, and that was like full time, and then I never got a contract or anything. So I had to start working to get over that. And then I saw a personal trainer I was inspired by. So I went on the journey of one-to-one coaching then, and because I've always been into fitness and strength and conditioning, I went on that route and then helping professional football players through strength and conditioning. Ended up working at Bury Football Club, Gig Lane. I had my gym in there, my brand was in there, and I felt that was amazing, that because they had all the football. Because really, it's not just playing football; it's football that I love. It's football in general. It's not just necessarily playing, you know. And you realise that, don't you, as you work on things.
Yeah, I think so, don't you? Just like, I think I don't know if your core values are always there. It's up for you to kind of sort of like find them as you kind of move on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you discover it and then license yourself, don't you?
You're like, oh shit, this is me. This.
Yeah. Well, you're spirit, aren't you? Your energy, you're a spirit, your consciousness, aren't you?
Where's that spirituality side of you come into?
Oh yeah.
Where's that?
I think that's through digging deeper, through that darkness or self-trauma, whatever you want to call it. I've had to dig deeper. I've always been a deep thinker. Anyway, I'm always thinking why you're here and stuff, and thinking that a little bit deeper, praying and things like that from a young age. So I've always done.
What do you mean praying from a young age? What? Are some more religious or more of there's something bigger out there?
Yeah, I went to Christian school, I went to Cannon Slade, so you're praying there and you go to church and everything like that. And yeah, just appreciating things and thinking, can I have this? I'm lucky enough to have this, can I have this? And then as it goes by, I start appreciating and doing more gratitude through praying. There's more bigger out there and thinking, what's next? So even from like 8 or 9, I'm thinking, what's next? We're not the safe, like. So I've always been like that. Don't know why. But yeah, and then the spirituality journey, just when I first took over my gym that I'm at now, been there 6 years, that was a yoga and Pilates centre. So I've always been a bit into spirituality, and then I started doing yoga 6 years ago. That took me on that journey again then. And I'm in Thailand next month, so that should be even...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm in Thailand next month, yeah.
What are you doing in Thailand?
I'm just gonna go on my own solo trip and look around, do some yoga, do some boxing training. And then I'm going to Sydney to see my sister in Australia. So amazing. Thailand first. It's freedom, innit? It's just...
Are you always thinking about sort of personal development and how you can get better constantly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the spirituality side has helped me balance better. It's helped me be more rather than just do. Yeah. When I was younger, I was always in the yang, just to do all the time.
Yeah, doing all the time. And not enough people be, do they?
No,
I struggled when I started doing meditation, that I was doing meditation instead of just being in the moment and just kind of not being anything.
I'm so much more happier now, just like being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you always been sort of like quite a masculine energy?
Yeah.
And you had to learn to put more of the sort of feminine inside.
Yeah,
and
build the feminine.
Open your heart up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right,
Open my heart up to that and just stillness. One of my ex-girlfriends, she won't mind me saying, I won't name her name, but she had a great impact on me. Yoga coach, phenomenal, and I learned so much from her, just about, like I said, the feminine energy and just.
Yeah.
She's like, Paul, you're always trying to like this next thing. She went, but there's always gonna be something next. Can you not just be still and just like enjoy your time and just like chill out? Because there's always gonna be something next, isn't there?
Powerful lesson, that, isn't it?
Pardon?
Yeah, powerful lesson, that.
So powerful, yeah. And you know, when you meet people like for a certain reason.
Yeah.
She's still in my life now. We're still friends at a distance, but that 6 months, like I learned so much. You know.
Where's the fear of speaking come in then?
That's another one, yeah. So the fear.
So what you've done the Manchester United thing. Obviously, you've had to change your identity, find this purpose, and then you started building up your one-to-one, and then
the personal training, yeah. Right. Well, that's the reason why I only did the one-to-one. I didn't do it on a group basis or do football coaching. It's because I was too scared to talk in front of people.
Where's that come from?
When I reflected, you know, when it can affect you subconsciously when you're younger and you don't realise as you get older. I did a talk. I went to Hardymill Primary School in Harwood, Bolton, and I was about 10, and we had to do a talk in front of the rest of the assembly. Yeah. And I've always been really shy, introverted. Yeah. And I chose to do it on Muhammad Ali, a quote from Muhammad Ali, a boxing one. Fought like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
You get it wrong, and everyone started laughing.
Yeah, must have stuttered about it 15 times, mate. Just because I was nervous, and my teacher, Mrs. Harden at the time, was brilliant. She's like, "You're so persistent, keep going." She's like, "Here," and that made me help me be persistent in the future as well. And I think it must have stuck with me. Maybe a belief of being bad at English and bad at drama and things like that. Yeah. Took it through to Canslade Secondary School. Yeah. And then he avoided all the English lessons, didn't go or anything. Just, you know, you have to read a book at school. Yeah. Terrified of that. Absolutely. Yeah. Bright red, embarrassed. But I'd missed the lesson. I put a barrier up.
Mad, isn't it?
It is mad, mate.
Just when you're little, just fucks you up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have known at the time, because I would have been like 13, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But it fucked me up, mate, yeah. My mum and dad would go to, like, I've always had a bit of a rebellious side, but I've had a really nice, sensible side at the same time. Mum and dad would go to, like, work, and I'd act like I was walking to school. I knew where mum hid the key and stuff like that. I'd hide behind the garage, wait till she was to go. And I'd just go in the house and stay in bed all morning because I knew he had drama in English in the morning, and I couldn't do it. I built it up that much in my mind.
Traumatised.
Yeah, I built it up that much in my mind, that fear, which is a false emotion appearing real, that much, that I'd only go to school for maths and PE in the afternoon, just waltz in.
At the time, you don't know it's trauma, do you? As you get older and you can't go back to that time. It's like, I had the same, well, it's not the same, but I had one. I remember it was, you were getting awards for football at school, and there was a new teacher in it. And this new teacher would come in, and they were sending the awards out, and they went, "All right, Tina Marner, please come and get your award." Everybody in the fucking school were there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It stood up, it fucking walked everybody.
Tina Marner.
Tina Marner.
Yeah.
And he just got the spelling wrong, and it fucking, unknowing to me, I only found this out by doing meditation reflection. Yeah. Because I had a problem of standing up speaking.
Right, okay.
And that's where it fucking
come
from.
That's where it stemmed from?
Yeah.
That's a trigger point.
Tina Marner, will you please stand up?
And at the time, did you embarrassed, or was you just not bothered? Was it?
I don't know. I think I just got my head down and just went, but I didn't realise that it traumatised me until I'd done the reflection. Yeah. I had to go back and just say, it's all right.
Because were people laughing, so then it's
more
powerful.
Oh yeah, fucking hell. That's fucking hell. I was called Tina Marner for a while.
That's quite, yeah. That's
mad, that, isn't it?
Tina, yeah.
Yeah. But I totally forgot about it. Yeah.
Until you go back and do the work.
Totally forgot about it. I had to do the work and go back and...
Tom Taylor can help you out.
Fucking hell.
Tom can help you out.
He's helped me out loads,
mate.
Yeah,
he's great, Tom.
Yeah, helped me out fucking loads.
Tom's brilliant.
Just sort of reframing a few things in my mind and stuff, and he told me to stop doing breath work and cold water for a while. And I was just like, why? He says, well, that's just work. It's not really the inner work that you should be doing. I'm just like, what are you on about? He says, you need to sit there and ask yourself some really dark questions. I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I can do cold water, fucking piss. I can do breath work, piss. Yeah. I can't sit and ask myself questions, why are you feeling like that? Why did that just trigger you?
Yeah, you got to be silenced, haven't you, in the dark? Just do it, yeah. Like you said on the podcast, when I've seen your other podcast, it's hard work, innit, when you're doing it,
fucking awful.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that work, yeah. There's always work to do, isn't there?
Always.
I'll keep doing it.
Always.
But I feel that I feel like your aura improves, like your energy around you. Your energy field goes big because you're doing the work.
Yeah, great.
And you're more light, you're more lit inside, aren't you?
Yeah. I can tell, Paul, it's just, I'm saying me, mate, I had to put some feminine and open up my heart and stuff.
Yeah. Especially if you've been driven by that masculine energy for so long, or you're into that. Yeah.
That ego fucking
the ego,
This fucking bearded tattoo fucking... Tough fucking exterior. I'm just like, it's nonsense.
Yeah, you smash the gym and it's that,
nonsense.
Wow. Yeah, it's the ego, And you always got to check in with that ego all the time. It's always going to be there.
Always.
What do you think about feeding your ego in small amounts and stuff? What do you...
I'm all right with it now, I think. I don't think you ever are like, but I've got to be very, very aware of it. I've got to make sure that I'm doing things for the right reasons, right? Why you're kind of doing this? Are you doing this because you want to, or are you doing this to drive? It's got me to where I am, my ego. Yeah. But there's times where it's not served me very well.
Get you.
And I've got to be very, very careful of it and very aware of it. I do feel by putting the feminine has helped me out massively. Yeah.
Feminine's like inclusion as well, including people. It's not just stillness, is it? There's all other feminine traits that you can do that help you develop your business and develop your life in general and relationships. Yeah, the relationships and connections with other people is definitely better than it was. Yeah, I think it's a big thing for men though, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Because imagine chatting to like our mates. You're in a pub or something, just saying. Yeah, back in the day, like. Yeah, back in the day. Even today, like. Yeah. But yeah. Do you use that feminine energy and then? They'd probably laugh, wouldn't they? Yeah. But it's like important because everyone's got it. Everyone's got that in there, and you can demonise your other qualities, can't you? If you're too much in your masculine, you're demonising the other. If you're masculine, you're demonising the other qualities, and then you're not a well balanced person. It's going to affect your communication and affect your life quality, innit? Yeah. If you don't dial any like them feminine qualities up. Yeah. How did you look at your public speaking? How did you address that? Yeah, so I'll continue back on that journey, that quest. So the barrier. So you know what it's like if you don't go outside your comfort zone, you keep that barrier there. You're never going to get past it, and it's going to affect your life. So I just did one-to-one coaching and avoided it. Just avoided it. You know what? I did sports science at uni. I was at Myerscough and UCLan. But if it's just say use my teacher, I could do a presentation just me and you. I'd still be terrified, but doing it in front of the class, I just won't go to lessons. And then when I get into my car with my safety net to drive home from college, I built so much anxiety up, mate. Imagine what my head was like. It was like I couldn't settle. When did you say enough was enough, and you made that conscious decision? I knew I had to get over it because I went to Bolton University. Then I dropped out of uni, and I started getting depressed and down for like 6 months. Because of this? Well, it stemmed because of that, not just because of that, but that was part of the reason by dropping out of uni. I missed so much work, but really that was the driving force. That was what did it. And I missed uni for 6 months. I didn't tell my parents I weren't going. Stay in bed. I had my dad's car at the time. I used to drive all the way to Preston, just so because my dad would check the petrol. And I got to Lake District for the day and then come back, like, you know what I mean? Mad, innit? Yeah, it's mad, man. But if you're mad, it really, I was depressed, I was really down, I suppressed all the energy, didn't speak to anyone for like 6 months. Avoided all my teachers, avoided all my friends, didn't go out. Have you talked to your mum and dad about this now? Yeah. I've opened up to them about it. Probably you've needed to. Do you think about you need to go through all this to help other people? It's part of my journey, yeah. Isn't it? Definitely, yeah. It's got to be, yeah. It shapes you to the person you are now. Yeah. If you haven't been through all that, I wouldn't be the person I am now. I wouldn't be able to express myself as free. I'm very open and expressive and stuff. I wouldn't be able to be like that otherwise. But yeah, I've spoken to them, but not as in much probably detail with it. But they know it affected me. So, like I said, as the journey went on, you think what state of mind I was in then? I bottled it up for 6 months. Didn't speak to anyone. I wouldn't say like you can be a 0 out of 10 in terms of depression. People do things. Yeah, there's levels. I went to the doctors and I was a 5. I give myself a 5 out of 10. You did? Yeah. That's not a 5 out of 10, is it? Yeah, I think it could have been worse. At the time, they asked me how you're feeling, and I said I was a 5. And this is like I hadn't spoken to them for ages, and my mum forced me to go to the doctors in Harwood, and I said I was a 5. Like you said, it could have been, but I wrote down 5 at that time. Still remember it now. Just denial. Yeah, and I said I hadn't spoken to anyone for Like I said, I don't feel good. I put loads of weight on. I was injured. Football's obviously a big thing. I was injured football, so wasn't playing and all that. Then I was watching my friends on Sky Sports News scoring in the Premier League and stuff. Yeah. Imagine all that. So it's a fear of public speaking blended with that's a cocktail for disaster.
And anger as well.
Oh, I was aggressive.
Compounding on the top.
I put my fist through my own car window. I remember Mum driving the car at the time. And car stopped, put my fist through the car window, and it went right through the finger. Just all the built up and just stuff, and you have to work on it, don't you? A
lot of people don't, mate, and obviously that's why you're here, to help other people. Like
yeah, I was going to a dark place. Like I wasn't saying I was going to do anything stupid, but I could have gone down them lines because I was looking at situations, thoughts coming in my mind, dark thoughts, because of how I was being. I wasn't expressing anything, was I? It was just suppressed, all that energy, all that anger. I just watched Prison Break all day. I was in TV mode.
Did you?
When it was out, and then I'd drive to Burger King, have a burger, and we'd sit there and come back. But I was trying to get myself, I tried going for a walk and training, but I couldn't. That was it. One of my best friends, Ryan, he got me out on a night out. My mum bumped into him, Morrison, and he's like, Paul's not in a good place. And he came round my house, said, come on, we're going for a night out in Bolton. You know, Tiggy's? Went Tiggy's for a drink and went out. I felt a bit better after that.
Didn't you?
Yeah, because I was paranoid, really paranoid.
What were you paranoid of?
I hadn't seen people for so long. I dropped out my football team.
Judgment of what other people are going to say about you.
Yeah. Your mind plays tricks on you, doesn't it? You just get paranoid with it. People probably wouldn't even notice that much, like what I was doing. It's just all in my head, weren't it? And then after that night out, I had a couple of drinks, started to feel better. Started to play football again. I had to have a lot of willpower there, strong, get myself back into it. And then you start to feel better again. And then I went to Bolton University. Felt amazing there. I was playing football again. Got my friends back. Did my sports science degree again on the second year.
But you'd not dealt with it?
No, so I hadn't dealt with it. I hadn't dealt with that fear of public speaking as well. So what happens when they say you've got to do a group activity? Like you've got dropped out of uni again.
Straight back
in the hole for another 6 months. I was 21. Which, well, there's no good or bad time, but at that time I would have loved to have been enjoying myself and felt free, but I didn't. It brings back the feelings now, you know what I mean? And then back in a hole then again. It was worse that time, maybe because the second time, I don't know. Put a bit of weight on again, and then my mum was the first time my dad took me to a beef fracture. Me and him went on a bit of a piss up in a beef.
What was it that triggered you to go in that second hole, Paul? What was it? It was so basically because I missed so much of university because I didn't want to go do these talks, these group activities. Yeah. There was only topics like research methods or whatever, psychology or whatever. I just didn't want to do it, so I'd miss the lessons. And then the teacher would say you're too far behind with your work and stuff. And then they say you can't continue with it because you're too far behind. And would you say that your
job seekers then, job allowance then? Do you know what I mean? At a job
would
centre.
You say your most powerful thing is actually going up talking now in front of people?
Yeah.
That's actually your superpower.
Yeah.
Which was actually your fucking kryptonite.
Yeah.
Which has actually become.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. I must have had to go on that journey.
You've had to, mate, to become the person you are today.
Yeah. And I believe I'm good at it. I believe I'm good at it, and the feedback I've got. I did one for the Greater Manchester Police, and I was lucky enough. I got great feedback. It was like good people there, and I was like, I've come far there. That made me realise how far I've come there, in front of the chief constables and stuff like that. And the feedback, you're saying you're really good in it, and I thought that's come through a lot of work. That I'd love you to see what I was like when I was younger. Jesus.
How dark was that second hole that you went into?
Yeah, that was dark. It was intense. It was just didn't want to do anything, just depressed. Like I said, I wouldn't say I was a one where I was going to do it, but it could have gone that way. They give me antidepressants at the doctor, I didn't take them. I started training, getting into the gym. That's my passion with the gym as well. Went to Total Fitness, training, just getting myself in shape again. Like I said, my dad took me away the first time because my parents are amazing people, looked after me all my life and stuff, and he's like, get you away. Felt better after going holding my dad, went back to uni. I hadn't dealt with everything, had that barrier up, public speaking, fear of public speaking. And then my mum and my sister took me to Iron Appa. And this is the turning point. You know, you have a bit of a turning point.
That cathartic moment.
Yeah, I didn't feel myself. I felt horrible. I was never massively overweight, but I put on maybe 5% body fat. And I've always been in shape and stuff. Just didn't feel myself. Couldn't look in the mirror. To get in the pool, I had a vest on. And I probably wasn't even that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
my sister's having a bit of banter with me. And
that story you built in your mind.
Yeah.
Right.
My mum and sister obviously helped me massively. The story built in my mind, and we went. Have you been to Napa?
No.
It's a bar called Flask here. Me and my sister went out one night. I just worked. You know, you're not in a good place.
Yeah.
And if you're drinking and stuff like that, there's a big group of us. About 20 of us went to a bar called Flask here, and we had like poppers. We had like. The balloons, all stuff like that, and it brings things out of you, doesn't it? Especially, I was absolutely smashed out drinking all day, and I thought I've had enough. I was at the bar, went to the toilet, and I looked in the mirror. I was crying my eyes out. I locked myself in the finger, and my sister was like knocking on the door because I must have been in for about 20 minutes, and I just looked in the mirror. I thought, what are you doing?
Really?
I thought, what are you doing? You're not happy in yourself. You've not spoken to anyone. You've suppressed all this energy. I made a promise to myself to go. When I get back
in
to
that toilet?
Yeah, in the mirror. I was bawling my eyes out, like crying, expressing all this emotion. Because I hadn't been myself, had I? I hadn't been the lowest version of myself on a low vibration. Just hadn't spoke. What am I doing? Like, I must be upsetting my parents, like everything like that. What am I doing? Not spoke to my friends for so long. And this is, I must have been like 21, 22. And I made a promise to myself in the mirror then. And I said, you're going to go back and do your personal training course, and you're going to get over this ice breaking thing, this public speaking and stuff, and you're going to go and help people, and you're going to become the best version of yourself. And this was in like 2 minutes.
Fuck me, Paul.
Yeah, powerful, innit?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that was a turning point. I'm not looked back since.
The moment, the poppers, the fucking
I think,
what's
yeah.
it?
You know what people
that's
say about
opened
drugs,
up
or
that
they say about things?
Yeah.
And I've heard you talk about psychedelics,
Yeah,
and my friends have been around and spoke about it and stuff like that. But for it's helped me, hasn't it, in that moment? It's helped me get everything out of my mind and explode in a way. And
powerful, beautiful.
Crying, yeah. And then my sister she's like, "Come on, we're going to the next bar." Went to the next bar. I still didn't feel the best for that rest of that holiday. Came back and I still went into a bit of a rut for like 2 weeks because that was my habit, weren't it?
Yeah.
Back to my parents' house in that room and stuff, and then my friend took me for a drink and Ryan back out in Bolton again for a drink, and then I did books on my personal training course then, and I did that icebreaker in front of everyone. You know, like the talking. My name's Paul. I felt all right.
It's still shit that though.
Yeah, it was at David Lloyd Trafford Centre through focus training. Yeah. And yeah, the guy at the time, the teacher, gave me those compliments, said, "You're a great guy, like, you're going to do well in this." Yeah. And I knew so much about personal training, because I'd already done personal training. I've been training people like since I was 17. Yeah. So I was like 22 then. I've never looked back since then.
Have you not?
No. Obviously, you still have negative thoughts that come around. Yeah. You can have little periods of, like after my last boxing fight, I had a big adrenaline rush and I felt a little bit down for a week, but I know how to deal with it. Just took myself away for a week and. Do you know what I mean?
No therapy or anything like that. Just asking yourself the right questions.
Yeah, therapy myself and like counselling myself. Yeah, I think it's good for everyone to have a therapist or counsellor. I might in the future, but just dealing with myself. Yeah, and then did my personal training course and then just help people and just I was playing football for Bolton County, and the coach I had when I was younger was all training. So I must have been 21, 22 then. Just done my personal training course. And we're all training, and he went, at the end, do you mind doing a core workout and ab workout for the full group, 40 of them? If he texted me or rang me that morning, I wouldn't have turned up to training. But your endorphins are going in the moment. If you get me in the right moment, throw me in deep end, I'm fine, you know what I mean? And I had time to think, I was like, yeah, I'll do it, Gary, I'll do it. So I'm setting up, imagine this, right? I'm setting up and there's 40 of them there doing like the football drills. And I've got to set this like ab workout and this core workout. It's like nothing to me now, I love it. I've got a football team tonight, but I looked over, I thought, my heart's just going, my hands are shaking and stuff. And I did it for like 20 minutes. And then my mate was like, you're so good at coaching, like, that was a really good workout. And I was like, bloody hell. And I just went on that journey then. Rick Moylan's mentoring programme, I had to get on a stage and talk about business in front of like 36 people. My hand was shaking, I was second on the list, it's like, Paul second. My hand was, I thought, you freeze, fear off, right?
Yeah. Just fucking do it, don't
we had to do the flicker though at the top, little things. I thought my hands were shaking. I just battled, I just did it. But I was going to go, I was going to bail. Honestly, I was going to say, I'm going. But I did it. And then everyone was like clapping at the end. Like, it must have been I must have spoke so quick and but that's part of the mentoring program, just develop you as well, you know what I mean? And then after that, I just kept going then after that.
Amazing Rick, isn't it?
Oh, Rick's brilliant, yeah. And the safe environment, Rick knows what you need as well. He can see, because he's been on the journey himself, what I would have needed to push me on, and then it gives me the feedback in the right way. But Rick's a great leader, and he knows how to approach people the right way, and he knows when to be firm as well, and when to be strict.
Yeah.
And he's helped me go out of my comfort zone massively. Like, I fought on his charity boxing night show. You seen the boxing?
Yeah, yeah.
And that was incredible. But even then, I felt calm. I just felt calm going to the ring and stuff. I couldn't have done that when I was like, say, 21, 22. You know.
How do you feel about yourself? Like,
I'm proud of myself. Like,
the guy that looks back in the mirror now, from the guy that was at Iron Happy looking in the mirror crying.
Bloody hell.
So, like, look at yourself in the mirror now.
I'm proud of
just
myself.
like,
yeah. Just the journey, the toughness, the mental toughness it takes. Like, because unless someone's been in that situation, something similar, it takes a fucking lot. Because I could have just gone back and suffered, or I could have just done nothing. I could have ended up doing something really stupid.
Yeah.
Without going, I don't want to be too dark with it. People take their own life, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do.
So just obviously the right people around me, the right support system, an internal strength to get me where I am today as well, yeah. But I'm definitely proud of myself for getting over them dark journeys and the hurdle and the darkness there. And I've got a lot of coping strategies now as well. So obviously how to deal with things, you know.
Like what?
Just like I said after the last boxing fight, I just felt down, I had a big adrenaline rush and I felt down, took myself away to Manchester for a couple of nights. Then I went to the lakes for 2 nights. I had a drink with my mate. But I think I spoke to my friend who's a professional cage fighter. He's like, you're going to get a bit of a drop after that because you're buzzing. You've had your 2 fights now, and all the attention on you get a bit of a drop. So
yeah,
that wasn't a dark place. That was just a bit of a down period after a height.
But because you've been in that dark place, you thought to yourself, I'm going to spiral. So I
could have potentially done. Yeah, I could have potentially done. Yeah. Touch wood, everything's all right, but everyone's got demons, haven't they, in little dark bits. But
yeah, they have, but it's people like yourself, mate. It's like when people are in them hole, I'd rather have somebody who's been in the hole before to help me climb back out, and that's what you're there for. Listen, I know I've been there, but let me jump down the hole and I'll show you how to get out.
And that's what mentoring.
So powerful.
My mentoring is. I've helped a lot of people. I absolutely love helping people with that. And people say I've helped a lot of people been through breakups. I obviously won't name names, but said something cheated on that, and they're broken. They're at the lowest of the low, and then they might see a counsellor and a therapist the same time as me, but I'll coach them, and they come to me maybe 12 weeks after the breakup, and I'll get in that hole with them and talk about it and share my experience and walk on that journey with them, hold the hand through the process, and I'll help build them back up.
Yeah, that shared experience is massive, mate.
And then I see them now. I see them like some I still work with now, and like 2 years later or whatever. I just look at them, I think, you're the best version of yourself. But I remember what it was like then when there was a shadow of the former self and they were broken. But like you said, I'm the type of person who could come on and help them and get in the hole with them and have a chat with them. And then, like I said, I've been there before, mate, so I can help you get up steadily, one step at a time.
Is that do you love doing that the most?
Love it.
Your eyes light up.
Love it, mate. Yeah. I've got a lot of passions, but like, and I'll say to them, in 12 months, mate, me and you might go on holiday together. We'll go to Mexico or we'll go to Australia. Maybe we'll have a drink at a bar, and me and you'll be having a chat. Like you can tell you're in a good place. Right? We're in a good place, aren't we now? Yeah. So I'll say to this, I'll set the vision for the future, and be like, me and you can we'll go on holiday to Australia together, mate. You only live once. And we'll have a drink and we'll be like the best version of ourselves. But you might not be able to see that now, but I guarantee you in about 12 months, me and you have a drink and we'll be like, it's a good life, you know.
Do you talk like this all the time?
All the time, mate, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
And how...
When I'm personal training people, I'm the same though in the gym.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm like this all the time.
When you talk like this, and you've got other people around you who aren't very receptive to this, do you dial it back?
Yeah.
How do you stop yourself from getting bored in conversation? Because I think you feel a bit like me. It's like I love talking like this. I don't want to be talking about. You're not going to guess what's it said about this person. I'm just like I am not.
Oh no,
I'm not. So how do you?
It's hard. I'm allergic to that now. Really, it's It's like the negative energy and the gossip and stuff. It's not for me. No. I mean, I still do personal training, don't I? So it's all part of it, isn't it? And I'm very professional. I want to help someone, so I can dial it down and just talk. But I feel like I'm suppressing my energy then. Right, you know what I mean? Yeah. I love personal training. I like doing that. But like you said, I'm going to do more seminars. Like you said, I did one in Sydney. So when I go over to Sydney again next month, I'll do another one there. I've got one coming up with a lawyer company, which I can't wait. And there's like 80 people, 2 groups of 40. And that's on insight personality testing. Have you seen it? The red, the blue, yellow and green?
No, what's that?
That's, so you've got, everyone's different, but everyone's got all of these, but you dial your colours up. So you've got like, due to conditioning and due to genetic personality, you've got fiery red, which is like extroverted, which is fast-paced people, normally directors, and they're very like ambitious people. And then you've got blue, which is like almost the opposite, introverted, quiet, cool, analytical, analyst. And then you've got green, earth green, which is put other people first, very caring, very introverted as well. Then you've got yellow, sunshine yellow. I'm a lot of yellow, so enthusiastic, empowering, sociable, dynamic. And I've got 46 cards of every colour. And we go around and on, say like the blue card, I'll say inquisitive, takes your time, planner. And I'll give you all these cards, Tim, so they'll be out and you'll disregard or keep the card that you are. And you might end up with 40 yellow, 30 green, 20 red, 10 blue. But you are all of them, but you have to learn to dial.
Oh, really cool.
And it's all about teamwork.
Yeah.
Because you've got a good team, I can see.
Yeah.
Different personalities. You need all of them. You need your blues, don't you?
Yeah.
To set podcast up and think about it. But I tell people you are all of them, but it's just being aware what to dial up and what to dial down. Because if you're red, the opposite is like blue and green. But greens might think the reds are controlling or aggressive or overpowering. But the yellows might think the blues are boring and quiet. And it's not that. You're not surrounded by idiots or people who aren't like you. It's just everyone's different.
Really cool that, mate. What's it called again, that?
Insight personality testing.
Yeah, really
Energy
cool.
colours.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. I'll do it with you. I'll come in, mate. I'll
yeah.
I'll get them on the table here and I'll give you a percentage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all. Really Christmas Day, I'm doing it on my family. I'm like, come on, let's get you. And I'll work out the percentages then. I said, right, you're 20% blue and you're this. And then you harness that for the rest of your life and you use that. Because you understand, it's about self-discovery, isn't it? Self-awareness.
Who do you like working with the most? Who's that sort of question, avatar?
I think for me, because I'm so holistic, and I work with professional athletes, I work with people like Sam Allardyce, like came into the gym, loved it, absolutely loved working with him. I think people who they've been through a dark place, so they've already seen the counsellor, and they've already seen a therapist, and then they come to me to go to that next level. So they've already done a lot of the work, and they're coming to me then to go, bam, I'm ready to be the best version of myself. And it doesn't matter if it's a female or a male, it's just someone who's open and ready to work. But they've already done a lot of the work, if you know what I mean. Because I'm not a counsellor for them, I'm not a therapist. But I'm going to coach them to become that best version. And I'll say to them, like, what does it look like? And I'll guide them there. So someone who's ready for that next level.
Tell me a story about that one person that's really stuck with you. The story that's, obviously you don't have to mention the name or anything, but that one that's just lights that fire in your belly. Yeah,
there's been a lot, but the one that sticks to mind we spoke about there. He'll probably listen to this. he went through a breakup,
right?
And she met someone else, and so on. And it was just before lockdown, and I just started like the Mind Influence brand and everything like that, and I was like, I want to mentor people. I've done the business mentoring, but I was like, I want to help people personal development go to that next level. And he was one of my members at the gym. And I could just, when I first met him, he was brilliant. I could just see the difference. He'd gone from 100% to 0%, and he was broken. And I was like, I thought I can help you. You know what I mean? So I took him in the coaching room at the back, like the office, and I said, listen, I'm just starting helping people, like general public here. It's just before lockdown. I said, I'm going to Australia. When I get back, we'll have a meeting, blah, blah. Then lockdown came. So I had a few calls with him. Then we started doing walks around the jumbos and stuff like that, you know, in like Bradshaw. And I was just helping build him up, just helping build him up step by step. And I could see him getting stronger. I said, right, I'm going to get you back into the gym. What was you like before you met your ex, like 20 years ago? What was you doing? Oh, I lived in London. I did this. Played football, did this. I went to the gym. I said, right. I said, we're going to bring that back into your life so you feel more like yourself. And it's common sense, really. It's science, but people don't lose it. They get lost, don't they? And I helped build that jigsaw for them. Like, right, we'll do this. Let's get you there again. I'm going to build you up. Got him back into the gym, lifting weights again, feeling more like a man. The masculine energy comes back up because obviously he didn't, because it's been taken away from him.
Yeah.
And I started showing him the good about himself. I was like, look at your job, it's amazing. Look at this, look at your children, blah, blah, blah. Built the belief up over about 8 months. And I said, right, mate, do you reckon you fancy going on a few dates? And like, do you reckon it's time for you to date again? Maybe dating apps and stuff. Because I've been on them, they've worked for me and stuff like that. Because he was obviously thinking about his ex a lot. And then he did. And he ended up having some dates. And then he's met someone now who's amazing. Who's actually one of my clients now. And I was chatting to him today, I was like, it's amazing you've appeared now and I work with both of you. Amazing the world, isn't it, universe? The magic.
It's amazing, but what it strikes me is like, I just asked you what your avatar was, and it was totally different to what one that's given you the most impact. Yeah,
the impact of it.
Yeah. So I think you need to have a think about what your avatar is, because it wasn't that.
Right.
But when you were talking then, mate, fucking hell, like I could just see the fucking energy in you. Yeah. That's your avatar.
That person.
That what you just said then.
Yeah, building someone up who's
got nothing, who's been on their own and had no work done and just in a fucking hole.
Yeah.
And doesn't know how to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not people who've done work on themselves.
Right, I get, you're right at the bottom.
Do you know what it means to be in that all alone on your own and get out yourself?
Because he was seeing a counsellor at the same time and a therapist, but he was at the bottom when I very first saw him.
Yeah.
I could see him, and I thought I've got the strength to empower you, bring you in, have this chat, and set a vision for your future and hold you step by step. But yeah, he was when I first saw him. Yeah.
Beautiful, mate.
Yeah.
Beautiful, innit?
And now I see him. He's one of my good mates.
Yeah.
And he looks happy. You know what I mean? He looks really happy and he's doing things that he loves, like, you know what I mean? And he's like met someone now who's amazing and they seem really well connected.
What is happy to you? What is that? Because I feel like I struggle with it quite a bit, that was sort of chasing happiness, and I would just like, I'm quite happy anyway, but like really what I'm looking for is peace of mind.
It's peace, yeah.
Because
peace,
some
isn't
of
it?
the thoughts like run away with me, rabbit holes, and like I'm just like, look, I just want to have peace with that, man.
Yeah, I did a blog. And it's about happiness is a skill, because happiness is like it's a feeling. It's, when you're in a moment, I can see someone's in a dark place. If I make him smile and everyone says he's a bit of a dickhead, him. He's not a dickhead when I'm talking about football with him. I'm making him laugh, is he? He's just in the moment with me. He's smiling, he's laughing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So happiness, it's a bit of an illusion. Isn't it? It's just in the moment. It's peace of mind. It's having that peace.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy now. You know what I mean? It's that peace of mind. It's that freedom. And I want to be happy more time than not. So like I've got that project coming up, because I'll have a chat with you more in the future, but I'm going to spend a lot of time in Sydney. My sister's been there 10 years. And it's holding on to that excitement. I'm going to go to Thailand on my own solo trip, meet some amazing people, do a bit of boxing, do a bit of yoga there, chill, self-discovery, meet new people. Then I'm going to fly to Sydney, do some talks, meet new people, help people. I just think that's what life's about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's what lights my fire. I'm excited. And then I'd love to do talks all around the world, America and so on. And just, I need that platform really to help as many people as I can. That's why I appreciate being on here today as well. Because I know I've got this gift and I can help people, you know what I mean? It's just, you want to do it to help as many people as you can. And the right people, the avatar right for you on a bigger scale. But I'm excited for the future. Yeah.
I'm excited for you, mate.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Feel
for
the
you.
excitement.
There's people just like, they're struggling people, they're lost. They're like meandering through life, they've not found the purpose, they don't know what the...
It gives me sadness, that.
Yeah.
When I walked through Bolton and Bury, and like I just walked through, I sat in my car after walking through Bury this week, and I just Googled, like, why do people fuck themselves up? And obviously, like, trauma and so on. But some people don't do anything about it. Some people don't do anything about it, do they?
And they don't think they're worth it, do they?
Self-worth, self-love.
Isn't it? Which is the kind of the biggest thing. Some people have just got that drive, haven't they, like yourself, to get yourself out that hole. You know, but like myself, I've back sense of wall in the dark, I can, you know what I mean? But some people haven't got that, and they, you know, no matter the environment they're in, they've been put down, and you're not worth it. So, you know, they come to believe that, don't they?
Need people to help them with that self-love and that journey.
And that's why this platform, getting you on and, you know, spreading that, you know, hopefully one person sees this who has got that walking through Bolton, sees this and then gets in touch with you. Like, fucking, I'm not giving a fuck about numbers of fucking how much money it's making. Just that, that's all I'm doing this for.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. money just doesn't matter, does it?
It's a result of what you do.
It's just
me
that.
having you on here and one person gets in touch with you to kind of go, I've been fucking Ben. I heard that story about you doing an alcohol. I'm there right now, Paul. You know, can I chat to you?
Yeah. And then we start the journey. We start the quest, don't we? We start that journey. Yeah.
That quest. I like the quest thing.
Quest. Yeah. Because people say it's a journey. A journey sometimes planned and it's this, but a quest is more the feminine energy again, more being still and letting. Just going with the flow a bit more. Yeah. A journey can sometimes be forced, can't it? But it's a quest, you know what I mean?
It's nice,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
Package it up that way.
It's so hard now because people are putting out, you know, enjoy the journey. It's not the destination, you know. It all gets fucking just like vanilla. It's right, the message is right, but it just gets so sort of vanilla that, you know, you just saying the word quest maybe just refreshes it up a little.
Yeah, people say the same things because it just goes around on social media and people say the same things, which is fine, you learn. But I like learning from different people, watch different podcasts. But I remember you doing one of your guests. You said you've got to just sit in your stillness sometimes and believe what do you want? Because otherwise, you're just copying everyone else. You're just regurgitating what everyone else is saying.
I think a lot of people do that. They're just looking on social media. I want to be like that person. I want to be like that person. You know, you looking on Sky and saying I want to be like that, but it's not really.
No, I'm grateful now for the journey I'm on, and.
You've been given a massive gift.
That
plantar fasciitis you had is the biggest gift that anyone's ever given you.
Yeah, no one said that. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
So universe or whatever it is has said, look, Paul, I'm sorry, mate, but this is not your path. So I need to take away your feet so you can't walk this path.
That's interesting. That's fascinating. Yeah.
Millions. I'll look at all things like that.
Yeah, it's happening for you rather than against you. At the time, it could be perceived like a Achilles heel.
Yeah.
But it's affected your game at that time and you've gone onto this other pathway. But yeah, I'm just grateful for my journey now. I'm excited for my quest now. Yeah.
What is that vision for you, mate? What when you look at like the Paul Oldham vision, what is that vision?
In terms of work or in terms of just life in general, just
let's say work, the Paul Oldham brand.
I want to. Yeah, because I wouldn't mind chatting another time about that because I've got the Mind Influence, but I have got the Paul Oldham brand that I set up with Rick as well because he's like, it's you and so on, but you'll be able to help me with that. I'd like to go and do seminars. I did one in Australia about manifestation and about neuroscience as well, the way your reticular activating system works, and people have got that. They get a bit mixed up at law of attraction, don't they? Stuff like that. They think it's just money, materialistic stuff, and I'm like, it's not. You're attracting things all the time. What you think about, you see in reality. And I talk about visualization. I love doing that. And I was with Americans, Australians, and they went, I got great feedback. I ought to do more of that around America, Australia, and just on a bigger scale. I don't want it to be my ego, though. I want it to help people. And I get your ego's always there because you want to look good. I want it to be like, you know, when you get that feedback, you're like, that's amazing. It's helped me. That talk, say I go and talk in front of 100 people there, and one person comes up to me like, that talk now, it's inspired me, and I feel like it's changed my life. It could be the best conversation or something I've ever listened to. I had a conversation with someone before Christmas, and he said that to me. I think that's the best conversation I've had this year. I was already having a beer with him, but I just empowered him, enlightened him, and I was the light that he needed when he was in a dark place at the time, been through a breakup. I like that. You know, at the end of that, can you see that vision now? And I've done that, and then they come up to it at the end, maybe having a coffee or something like that. I think that talk's changed my life, and I'd like to either work with you, or I don't need to work with you because I've got to go back to America or whatever. But that as I'm going to follow you, and that's helped me. I think it's changed my life, that, because I needed that from you at that time. What you've said, whatever words they are, it's empowered me. Because it's powerful. That's more than anything, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I just we'll have another chat another sometime. But it just align Paul Oldham, the brand.
Yeah.
With the vision, the mission, the purpose, the values, and just get that aligned. It's going to sound a bit woo-woo, but you've done Reiki.
A bit of it, yeah, but yeah.
Right, anyway, right. Well, so you've got 7 chakras going
That's what I did, the chakra one.
Yeah. So it's from your sort of like crown chakra right to your sacral. You've got to get all these things aligned if one's out of line, you just feel a bit off or whatever, your heart's not aligned with. And it's the same with a brand. You've got to get all your from your vision right through to your values.
Yeah.
Get all those aligned and make sure that you're kind of communicating from the same place. You've got it all there, but there might be just a couple of things that just kind of need aligning.
Your action.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, that's what with Rick a lot as well, because I do have a lot of energy and I like helping a lot of people, and I end up doing everything. So I work with a professional athlete, and then I've got my gym, which is brilliant. Set up the gym, you end up doing all these things. But like I said, if you laser it right down, and you go, that's what I can visualise. That talk and 100 people there, and it's just an amazing environment. And whatever brand, like I said, Paul Oldham brand, if that's best for the request, however it's going to help people, then that's it. I've got a strong vision then in my mind then, and it was that the Paul Oldham brand or whatever at the back then. You got the Tim Marner brand. It's your name, isn't it? And it's you would have been on a journey with your brand and what's best for your journey.
Our vision is to help people get on the dance floor and dance like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's amazing that.
Right.
Do the worm, bit of breakdancing. Yeah.
But so many people like turn up to the party and stand around the thing. They're scared of getting onto the dance floor, like you scared of like doing public speaking, of judgment of others.
Yeah.
And it's almost, our purpose is to help other people find their purpose. Once you find the purpose, your self-worth, you get on that dance floor and you dance like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Don't matter.
Yeah, because you're free. You're free, aren't you?
It's a weird vision, that, isn't it?
No, it's a good analogy.
But what it does, that vision, is it's always ongoing. A lot of people kind of got, I want to be the UK's #1 best public speaker, or I want to be You need to set something that's so much bigger than yourself.
Yeah, so I'm helping people step into the light, and I'm going to inspire them through that.
But it'd be interesting, mate, to just write them down, your vision, your mission, your purpose, your values, and see if they all align up with each other, and see if there's anything a little bit kind of going, oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, a bit off. It's not on the track for that. Yeah,
it just needs kind of aligning a little bit.
So my vision, for example, I thought about a lot, is like you're doing one every month around the world, so you're helping more people, different types of people.
No, it's just a goal, that.
Yeah,
it's not a vision.
Your vision is the bigger one.
See, that's what I mean. I think a lot of people, when they're thinking about business vision, or they kind of go to, we want to be the UK's #1 brand.
No, I get
or
you.
we want to kind of.
It's like you said, what your vision is there, help getting people on the dance floor, and that's an ongoing rhythm.
It
that can be done on different goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do a seminar. You could get some podcast and do it. Yeah, get 100%.
Because if I go to these lot and kind of go, look, we want to get people fearless and get on that dance floor like they don't care.
Yeah.
Are we all part of that? Are we all agreement that we can do that? Well, are we going to do that? Well, we've got to do that ourselves. Go on social media, build Dixby, what's it, and just to inspire other people to be like that. And everybody goes, "Fuck yeah, I'm up for that, Tim. Let's fucking do it."
Well, it's my vision.
But if I said, "Look, we want to be the UK's #1 branding agencies," everyone.
That's a goal. That's like
it's not even a fucking thing.
It's just
what the fuck.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. It's not. It might not be true. It just is what it is. Yeah. Perception's reality.
Bullshit.
I get that. 100%. Yeah. How do people step into the light? That's like my vision. Like 100%. That can be done now everywhere, can't it? One-to-one, a team with help. Yeah.
But your vision that's your vision.
Your vision is that, though, isn't it? Your vision is that, isn't it?
If you're there, you'd like to step people to the right. Okay, what's your purpose on doing it? Does it align with that? And it pretty much fucking does.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I get 100%.
And then your mission is like, what do we need to do, and how are we going to do that to get there?
Yeah. You're good at what you do, mate, aren't you? Because even then, I can just empower just by using chocolate for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
My vision is, my mind is gone, bam, and I can see it all there.
It just inspires you more, mate.
Inspires you, yeah.
Because it never stops. It's like your mission, right? Your vision is to get as many people into light.
I love that, yeah. That's it, yeah.
I'm having a bit of a day when I'm like a bit tired, and I've got to get as many people into the light. I'm like, come on, Tim, fucking. Come on.
It's bigger than you, mate.
Yeah,
it's bigger than you being a bit tired
today.
It's
about you.
Have a coffee, mate. Come on, crack on.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And like you said, your goals then, once you go down then, it could be through a seminar or one-to-one. That's just part of it.
It's all part
of it.
But
it's in alignment, then you got your marketing. Well, are you saying the right things to your target audience?
You got it.
You're speaking to the right people. No, you're speaking to the right people.
You got it. Got it.
Yeah,
it's exactly that, mate. That's what a brand is.
Yeah.
I've not mentioned anything about logo or website or what's it. I've told you something that feels right.
Yeah.
And that's what a brand is. People don't get that. They go to logo, website, or need some big. It's like, nah, man.
No.
You need that. It starts from the inside out. You've got that.
Yeah.
You've got that.
Yeah. I love that.
You're already doing it.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
How you make people feel.
Yeah.
You know, that guy that was in the hole and his thing, and then you've got him out of that. Not about what you look like or anything, it's just through words and empowering somebody inside.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what the Paul Oldham brand's all about, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
If I was going to ask you, mate, what does success look like to you? Paul Oldham, what does success look like to you?
It's health, it's mental and physical health, it's the top value. So, because you can't help other people if you're not in the best place. So, if 95% of the time, because obviously if we're human beings, things could happen. There could be a loss in your family or whatever. But if 95%, 99% of the time, I'm feeling healthy. Do you know what I mean? And I've got that peace of mind. I'm happy. So, like, even this morning, people take things for granted, but just getting up, I've got a roof over my head. Can make even making a green tea this morning, I'm grateful for that. I can go to the kettle and use my arms. You know what I mean? And then going for a run is a bonus in the blue skies. And I'm coming here, which means I've got money to put for petrol to get down. Yeah. That's a massive bonus, isn't it? That not many of the population can do that. Really, look at the whole world. Yeah. People just take for granted, don't they?
Yeah, massively.
Yeah, and then come in. That's why I'm so grateful. And I boost my vibration, my energy, because even sat here talking to that Betty. Just having a chat, I love that chat, you know what I mean? And I just think people take for granted walking in, my feet feel like I'm not in any pain, I'm sat here talking to you now, feel amazing. That's what it is, that's what the success is, if I can
I agree,
just feel good, and then I'm helping people step into the light. My family, big value of mine, look after my family, spend time with friends and family, doing hobbies that I love, but that comes after. Mental and physical health, feeling good, 95% of the time is the one. That's happiness, it's whole life success for me, that.
So how can people get hold of you, Paul? How can people get in touch with you? How can people sign up with you? What have you actually got for people to...
Yeah, I've got a coaching program 1-to-1 at the moment. I've got a gym in Bury that I run. So obviously that's the physical side of things as well, through Body Influence. The website's there as well. And then Mind Influence is the mindset. So mindinfluence.co.uk. And my Paul Oldham, OLDHM is in the town, so you can get me on Instagram there as well, and on Facebook. And I've got my own website, pauloldham.co.uk.
Appreciate it, mate. Thank you for coming on.
No problem.
It's been mint.
Last message.
It's been mint.
Show up, open up, be you. Always be yourself, be true to yourself. Appreciate you having me, mate. Top class.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Goodbye.
You're